2024 Dodge Charger Hellcat wide body. It's one of the last ones ever to be made. So we're slapping a Borla Atak system on it. Let me show you guys the exhaust real quick. Got the stock catalytic converters, not touching those. We're gonna run up here, connect to the X pipe. That's a Borla X pipe. We're slapping one of these on there. It's gonna look pretty sweet. Full stainless steel, upsize the pipe here, and then basically bolted on from here all the way back. Then we got the two mufflers. They do a mid-muffy D on that thing. They don't need mid-mufflers. Piping continues into the valve brackets. The valve brackets pop on, stock valves go on, so you still have all the nice control, all the throttle response, and I guess gas saving stuff, you know, like you need that out of an 800 horsepower Charger, whatever. And then it continues to the back end to the Borla Atak mufflers, the patented technology, the anti-drone technology. It's gonna be pretty sweet. It's gonna sound pretty aggressive. Customer opted to go with the stock factory tips. If he does want to upgrade them, we have a bunch of tips in stock and available at gexhaust.com. So check us out, guys. We got the Redeye on the lift. I'll show you guys what we're gonna do to unbolt this system. So,
G, when you're working on a car like this, where do you start, from the back or the front?
I usually like to disconnect everything that's holding the exhaust together, which in this case, you got these valves right here. You got to disconnect the actuators to drop the system itself. To make sure you don't pull out the wires. So I'm just gonna quickly disconnect that. And then what you want to do is basically spray all the bolts, all the connection pipes to make sure everything comes off smooth. So we got these clamps on the tips. I'm going to spray those. We got the bolt-on section right here. I'm going to spray these so all the bolts come out smooth. So we're going to unbolt everything and then drop the system for you guys. So the customer actually opted in to run the 5-inch double wall black powder coated tips. I'm going to slap those on there. It's going to fill out that whole cutout. It's going to look pretty badass. It's going to sound pretty badass with the Borla Atak, baby. The sick technology in this system. It looks pretty sick. Full stainless steel, baby. Gonna make this Redeye sound like a beast. So we got Geo spraying all the rubber hangers so the rubbers come out smoother. Keep in mind you need lube. The rubber's tight. You want to lube that thing, all right? Make sure it comes out smooth, goes in smooth, you know? So lube, #1 key when doing exhaust work. Lube. So the Chargers, unfortunately, is all one piece. There's no bolt-on section in between. It's literally the X pipe disconnects up there, and then the tips disconnect over here. So it's all one piece. We like to make it easier if the customer doesn't want to keep the system. We make 2 simple cuts. The system comes out a lot easier. So if you're doing this in your garage, consider that when you're installing it. This all comes out in one piece. It's a little difficult. So you call a professional like G Exhaust, that other shop down the street, and you hit us up. We'll install it for you and hook you up on a price. Real quick, just gotta take off these stabilizers so the X pipe has better clearance to come out. Once you take these off, or even drop them a little bit, you have clearance to drop everything. So Gio's unbolting that right now. As soon as we get a little loose up there, pull out this X and slot the new X in there. So those are the valves, those are actuators inside the Chargers and Challengers. As you can see, it's a little butterfly. Now, a lot of the times these cars do have that butterfly rattle, the valve rattle. It's very annoying. Most common problem on these Chargers is these start to rattle. So with the Borla system, you tend to get a little less of that because the valves are updated and they don't tend to rattle as much as the factory ones. So thank God Borla has a nice set of valves. Look like this. It even comes with a Borla stamp on there. You guys can see that. Zoom in on that, dog. Borla, lasered in there, baby. So yeah, better than stock Dodge. So yeah, should get no valve rattle with this. So now we just drop this, unbolt the brackets for the valves, swap them over to the Borla, and that's it, baby. Stock system down.
So G, when you're putting the valves in the Borla system, is there a specific type of way you have to put it in?
So the main objective of the valves is to line up the spring flange underneath to the factory valve. So I'm going to show you on the next one because we already closed this one up. So there's a little spring on the inside that controls the actual valve and moves the butterfly inside. So as long as you get that lined up, you should be golden. You won't hear any extra rattles and the valves will still work properly.
G, do you have to put 5-inch tips on Chargers?
So you don't have to, but it fills out the cutout and makes it look like you actually did something. Otherwise, you're gonna have the stock tips on there. It's gonna look mad regular degular. Nobody likes that. So we slap these 5-inch on there. It's gonna look pretty pimp. Look at that thing. Sick. 5-inch fills out the whole cutout. It's a 5 1/4 inch cutout. 5-inch tips fit like a glove, baby.
And what size are the stock tips?
Stock ones are 4-inch rolled edge, so we're going with the double wall black powder coated 5-inchers. Most common tip for the Chargers, guys.
Cool. And you can get 5-inch tips from your website, yeah?
Jeedsauce.com, available at Jeedsauce Davie, Jeedsauce Oakland Park. Widest selection of tips in America, baby. Hellcat Redeye, decibel reader, hit it! Man, 117, baby! That's one of the loudest Chargers out. Pretty sweet. Numbers don't lie, guys. 117 on a decibel reader. Borla Atak, 5-inch tips. Hellcat Redeye Charger out. So we're gonna give you a startup, not a cold start, so it'll be a little bit more aggressive on the cold start. I'm gonna see what the decibel reader inside with a Borla Atak, baby. Dang, pretty chill. Pretty chill. 68 at idle. 77. Pretty mild. Very little drone inside because you got anti-drone technology by Borla. Shout out to Borla, one of the best systems on the market, especially for the Charger and Hellcats. Numbers don't lie, guys. Decibel reader saying 117 outside, 75 inside. Can't beat it. Thing sounds like a beast. You hear that whine? So I'm gonna show you what everybody loves out of these Hellcat Redeyes. It's a supercharger. Bam, son. Look at that little red jewel in there. It's a Redeye, baby. Hemi supercharged. Hemi. We got AFE air intake on the way. Got him a carbon fiber setup. It's gonna look pretty sweet. Gonna add another 20 horsepower. This Charger should make about 850, 840, somewhere around there. It's pretty crazy for a 4-door sedan. So if you got a Charger, you got a Challenger, you got a Hellcat, you got a Redeye, even if you got a V6, we do exhaust. And Borla makes systems for all you guys. So shout out to Borla and available at jeedsauce.com. So check out the website. And if you're local, Jeedsauce Davie, Jeedsauce Oakland Park. We got everything you guys need. We out.